From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, George Kirby. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boog, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
And a foul ball. And here it comes. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brock right there to make the grab. And a quick out, number one. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Henser Kim.
Oh, Boog, not just the fans, not just the people watching this game, but us. I mean, we're pretty fired up to watch this guy swing the bat. He's got big-time pop this season, slugging percentage over 500. Outfielders, put your track shoes on because you're going to be running in the gaps, trying to climb the wall. This guy is going to do damage when he gets the bat to the baseball. Don't take your eyes off of him.
Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
On the ground to the left. Into the outfield. Base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second, and great jump.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game 1, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Line drive. That's a hit. Lee around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
And next for New York, Steven Kwan.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
And that's outside. Kwan bats left, throws right, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. The throw to third. He's in there. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 4th right now on the American League home run leaderboard. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
That's out to center field. Rodriguez sizes this one up and makes the grab. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab in this one, Shohei Ohtani. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Out to short, Bay. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog, and tough to tell in real time. We weren't sure, so you really can't blame them for wanting to take another look.
So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him. Now it's going to be number 1. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Caught him looking for the K. Now the third baseman, Edgar Martinez. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses, and good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Go down quietly there. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. Out to short. Crawford. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Henser Kim in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters.
Hairston fires to second for 1, and they turn the double play. So 2 down now, and here is Ji-Hwan Bae. Singing, he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
Yeah, Boog, and his confidence isn't an issue when he steps in the box. He expects to do some damage every time he's up.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that is that. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Martin Digo.
Oh, Boog, he consistently hits the ball hard. His exit velocity and barrel rate near the tops in the league.
And that one sliced foul. Headed towards the corner. Suzuki running hard for it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. And the 0-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Pitch misses there. Going to count 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. He keeps it down. It's just so tough to put wood on.
Julio Rodriguez stands in now and watches strike 1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. Fast forward to 2022, for Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year, the Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing. That one is absolutely belted. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double. 1 out, runner at second. Here's the power-hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Right through there for a strike. Rodriguez, the runner at second with 1 away. On the ground. Steps on first for the out. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
That one misses. Full count now. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Tying run and scoring position here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends her packing. Back in Seattle, Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Kirby back to work. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into left center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
And that hit carries a little extra meaning, Boog. It keeps his hitting streak going. He is dialed in at the dish right now.
I don't think there's a more confident hitter in all of baseball right now. Looks like he's expecting. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. 0-1. And that's fouled off. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tags the runner for 1, and no throw. He's into first easily. Jung-Hoo Lee stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Runner on the go. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And there's a foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Line to left. Brock snags it on the run. To second with the throw. No chance to get back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's a speed threat. Jerry Hairston Jr. shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1. That's a little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. In the dirt, and the count is 2-2. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished. Right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Dylan Moore stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2. 1 out, base is empty. Just misses. And the count is 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now.
And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Seattle. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Next one is off the plate, and a count 1-2. Fastball is outside.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Slider got him for strike 3.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Rodriguez makes the catch. Out number 2. Austin Wells, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Wells, in his second season, 25 years old, and he's been quite a threat lately with 6 homers in his last 10 games. Swung on, belted. Brock ranging back. That one is gone. He'll touch them all. His 18th home run of the season, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
2 outs, nobody on. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Swings and misses. Strike 1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Top half of inning number 4. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And a big swing and a miss.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And down on strikes. That ends the frame. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that's off the inside edge, and it's 1-0. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Hit in the air, left field. Kwan heads after it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Edgar Martinez up next for the Mariners. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And that is out of play. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two outs. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to just...
Out number 8. Mariners are down in order, and they're down 2-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
Bay takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
2 balls, no strike.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
He swings and fouls one off. The 2-1. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 2. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. He reaches 40 stolen bases on the season with that bag. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 27th home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair.
New pitcher for the Mariners, Luis Castillo.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
That one ripped. And out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 5-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Lee in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Inside, and now 2-0. Action in the pen down there. Logan Gilbert up and throwing. Thornton getting cranked up as well. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. And that is gone. His 12th of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 6-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
One down. Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Castillo, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup and misses inside. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit, and it gets by him. Not stopping. He's going for three. In there safely.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Came screaming off the bat, I'm sure. Exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
Next to hit, Stephen Kwan. And a base hit knocks in a run. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luis Castillo won't go any further. And as he heads for the dugout. So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Logan Gilbert.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now, Austin Wells swings through the fastball up in the zone.
One strike.
Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Kwan stands at first with one out. In the air on the infield, Hairston. And there's two down. Here's Stanton now. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first offering is not close. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Settles under this one. And he makes the catch. And that is that. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees 7 and the Mariners nothing. Back at T-Mobile Park, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Julio Rodriguez. On the ground to third, Kim with the throw to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. And now the catcher comes up to the bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well,
swing and a miss, struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Ground ball right side. Slides for the stop. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. And 1, 2, 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Henser Kim. Gilbert back to work. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one is off the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Stepping in, Ji-Hwan Bae. Offline, safe at third. Back to the top of the Yankee order, Shohei Ohtani. Stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead. Man at first with one gone. And up next for New York, Ha-Sung Kim. He's already homered here in this one. Shohei on the go. Pitch is high. And safe. It's a stolen base. Ohtani leads off second with one gone in the inning.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 10-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it...
Seiya Suzuki stepping in now for the Yankees. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 10-0. This one isn't exactly. Close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singing, did anybody ever give you the silent treatment?
I don't remember that they did. I think they were pretty cool with me in terms of celebrating my rookie year. First home run came in Anaheim against the Angels, and I always love to watch now, though, especially when that player is unsuspecting. You know, some guys, they've been around long enough to know there's a good chance I'm going to get the silent treatment. But when that player's maybe been grinding it out for a little while and finally gets that home run, is expecting the big lift coming into the dugout, and they just stonewall him, it's awesome.
That one fouled off. Every once in a while, they'll work that same trick on a veteran player. If, say, he's been cold or hasn't hit a home run in a long time. And that's always fun when you don't see it coming at all. And everybody in the dugout goes crickets on him.
Yeah, and that veteran player's usually got a response for those individuals with one or the other hands.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Now the left fielder, Lou Brock. Fastball for a strike. That was your worst start one year. Didn't you start like 3 for 33 or something?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awful. Not awesome. It was awesome.
Not so awesome.
It was awesome for pitchers facing me, but it was awful for me. It sounded like some type of deal at a...
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Mariners go down quietly there. Not looking good. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And first offering is fouled off. And that drops in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Gabe Spire preparing to come on if needed. Thornton warming up as well. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Rock in pursuit. One up, one down. And here's Alex Jackson. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. That one misses in the dirt. Saucedo, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Hawaii. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
That missed by a lot. And the count now even up. The Yanks up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside with a breaking ball. Out towards right center field. Sizing this one up. And there's 2 away. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 3 in this one. Not even close there. Ball 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning. Here's Keston Hiura taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one ripped right center field. And that's going to bang against the wall. And a double puts runners at second and third with 2 out.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Ji-Hwan Bae stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 3. On the ground right side, Hairston. Third out, and that ends the frame. Yanks strand a pair, but they're still in front 10-0. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, number 1. New pitcher for the Yankees, Randy Johnson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Mariners just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Close, but call the ball. And that's ball 2.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Next pitch is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Now here is Edgar Martinez. That one out to right. Ref Snyder makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Martin Digo stepping into the box. And that's in there for strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
The M's with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Now fly ball to right center. Lee. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Mariners leave. Back in Seattle, and now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. And first offering is fouled off. And the slider just misses. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Colin Snyder up and loosening in the pen. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 2. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The other way, and he beats the shift. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. So up next, Oswaldo Cabrera came into the game on defense. So his first trip to the plate here. And it's fouled away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores. And they extend their lead. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jung-Hoo Lee looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. Base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out. So they're at the corners now. Digging in, Rob Refsnyder. Getting his first appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench defensively. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw. Save.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board. Get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. And we're in the top of the 8th. Hard liner. Makes the grab. Both runners tagging. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Ripped to 3rd, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back at T-Mobile. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Ian Hamilton. He last pitched 2 days ago. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Ian Hamilton.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And a swing and a miss. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So digging in, J.P. Crawford. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Fought off foul. Next one off the plate inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
No ball.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Nobody left for Seattle. They trail in this one. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Raleigh Fingers.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swings through that one for strike 2. That's off the inside corner. And a count 1-2. Slow roller to third. Martinez. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
In the air out to center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Now it's the second baseman, Keston Hiura, doubled in his first AB. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Runner takes off. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That's back. It's a bomb. His 4th home run of the season. It's 13-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So up next. Swing and a ground ball. Away. So now the DH spot, Shohei Ohtani.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Chris, there aren't many players faster than him, and StatCast demonstrates that for us right here.
Yeah, it breaks down the data for us on a close play, and that top speed is about as fast as we've ever seen, Boog, and clearly it was the difference maker on that play.
Swing and a miss. Nasty 4th ball for strike 3. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. RBI single his last time up. That's to third. Whips it to Moore. And the inning is over. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. This is Yankees baseball on the show NYC. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Dylan Moore. Hamilton back to work.
1-0.
Way outside, ball 1. That's to third, Cabrera. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Lou Brock now at the There comes a skipper out of the dugout. New pitcher for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground balls.
Bay, off balance feet. There's one. A double play on the first batter he faces in relief.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now number one. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees take this one in a blowout.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling. It's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
Final score in this one, 13-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Seattle Mariners. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after. Just about ready to roll. Towing the slab in today's game, Martin Digo. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Seiya Suzuki digs in now. Shohei on the go. Ball misses. Safe at second, and that was not close. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Ohtani at second with nobody out. Line drive. Come on. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to.
Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now they
runner on the move in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Digo comes to the plate, and another ball. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. That one fouled off, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. The throw to second is offline.
Back-to-back base hits. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next to hit, Stephen Kwan. On to first, and there's two away. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. He set a new career high in home runs this year, and Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. That's inside. Wells went deep in his most recent game. Man on second, 2 down.
Hey! I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Fouled off left side. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Yankees 2, and the Mariners coming to bat. Back here with my pal Siggy, and towing the slab, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What do you look for here?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Good horizontal movement on that curveball right there, and just enough to get him to chase it. He placed it just off the corner, and that's one of those where a pitcher says if he's going to miss, he's going to miss off the plate. So really good job. Great pitch for the punch out.
And fires in a fastball at 95. 1 out, bases empty. Next one just misses. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's out.
This one popped up. Found around first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Stanton steps on the bag, and the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Mariners back in Seattle, and now it's going to be Giancarlo Stanton. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now a chance for Ji-hwan Bae. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Rodriguez makes the grab, one down. So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That is upstairs for ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. That one's back. And gone. His second homer of this series. It's 5-zip. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So digging in, Seiya Suzuki. He's 0 for 1. Slice to right. And foul ball. Eagle winds and fires. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford tosses to first. That's it out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Moore makes the catch, and that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. You're dialed into the show. And we're back. Bottom of the second. And stepping in for the Mariners, Ken Griffey Jr. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Jr. with another scorching run of play lately. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one off the mark. Counts full, 3-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And he walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. 1 at second. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. And up next for Seattle, Kyle Seager. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Digo, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Here's the 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one's gone. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year, and they slice into the lead. It's 5-2.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 away with nobody on. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Gets him to chase after that one.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Next pitch is outside.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Just misses with that one. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering is downstairs. And there's ball 4.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Jerry Hairston Jr., the next to hit, takes ball 1. Towards first, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Crawford coming home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 5-2. You're watching. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Digo back to work. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
And a swing and a miss there.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This to third, and it stays fair. And up next for New York, Stephen Kwan. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tags the runner for 1. On the run, throw to first, and it beats him. What a play. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Struck out swinging his first time. Right back to him on the mound.
He's out.
Tosses to first, and that's the third. Back at T-Mobile Park, now the left fielder, Julio Rodriguez. This one in the air. 1 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Moore now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. That misses, and that's ball 1. Now one missed. And it remains 2. And 2. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Edgar Martinez up next for the Mariners. First offering, and it just misses.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
Side. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a double.
All over that one right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Junior in the box now. No balls and a strike. To the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. And now just a 2-run deficit.
Well done. Drives in the run. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now let's see if it...
There goes Junior. Pitch is low. Up the middle and a base hit. Here comes Junior around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game. 2 outs, runner at first. Kyle Seager, the next to hit. Lined, and that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he can handle. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
They take the force out, inning over, and it could have been worse. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors and a couple left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Yankees 5 and the M's 4. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And this one looks like trouble. Stanton around second, heads for third. The throw into second, and he's got a double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple.
They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Luis Castillo.
Huge opportunity to add. On to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
On the ground to the left. He gets to it with a slide. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's a 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Trent Thornton getting loose out there. Snyder getting loose as well. Foul ball there. Swung on, belted. Back there. That one is gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 8-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat. power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working, powers that fastball out of here.
Base is empty, one away. Seiya Suzuki stepping in now for the Yankees. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Suzuki in his fourth year, 30 years old now. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And he takes a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it. Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that one is inside ball one. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hard hit right side. Third out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 8-4. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in Seattle, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, J.P. Crawford. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Well, these Mariners doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already. So I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now here is Jerry Hairston Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Lee tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Rodriguez in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Seattle. They're unable to make it. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
Kim tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. In the air, center field. Junior settles underneath it. And there's 1 down.
And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
And first offering is fouled off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, right side, sneaks through, base hit. They get it in quickly, so first and second, now 1 out. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. He's 2 for 2. Stanton swings, crushes one, out to left, onto the track, and he makes the catch.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Rodriguez makes the catch, and that'll do it. Strand a pair, but they still lead it by a count of 8 to 4. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. There's a strike at the knees. That's a strike. Next one misses, and that is ball 1. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Martinez, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And 1 and 2.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a ground ball to first. Stanton takes it himself. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs.
Now batting, center fielder, Ed Griffey.
Two outs, base is empty. And here is Ken Griffey Jr. Foul ball. And that's in for a strike. 0 and 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Strike 3, and the famous splitter from Yoshinobu does the trick. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's the second baseman, Henser Kim. Castillo back to work. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. This one chopped up the middle. Crawford. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Tough play up the middle, and everything needed to be right there. Feel that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it as well.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, and the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add on. It's 10-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Manager out of the dugout now. Seiya Suzuki stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do? Gilbert, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a splitter, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Griffey gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Jung-Hoo Lee getting ready to hit. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Cut on and missed. 96 with that fastball.
1-1.
Right side, hard hit. To first, and now 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Ha-Sung Kim stepping in now for the Yankees. That misses, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
On the mound, you take a note. You see the hitter's willingness to chase that pitch upstairs, get deeper in the count, try to climb the ladder.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Digo.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Smash down the left field line, and foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Ground ball up the middle. Kim throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting the third baseman, Kyle Seager.
So up next. Next, Kyle Seager, 1 for 2. That one missing inside. And that's in for a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they had their first base runner since the 3rd inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Napoli in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. On the ground to second, might be 2. Glove flip for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic. Still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. Ball one there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
In the air, out towards left center. Rodriguez makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Swing and a foul out of play. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays, and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit. Your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10. How old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. Cut on and lifted in the air. Moore in position, brings it in. 2 down.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Stanton stands in now, looks at that one inside. The Yankees up big in this one here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires the first. In time. So the drop third strike. Back in. So they turn to the lefty in this spot. Yusei Kikuchi.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Kikuchi measures 6 feet even, 210 pounds, and he was born in Japan.
0-2.
Struck him out looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
The Mariners with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th.
Inside,
just missed. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And
2
that
balls,
skips
1
in the
strike.
dirt. Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And 1, 2, 3. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Ji-hwan Bae. Swinging a foul straight back. Swinging a foul straight back. This ball's chopped on the ground, but it kicks foul. Up the middle, and that one handled. Whips it to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Henser Kim stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one is inside. Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
And that's in for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Moore makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down. In now is the Yankees DH, Shohei Ohtani. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
This to third. Sends it to first. And they get Ohtani for the out. And the Yankees. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Now to the ball game on defense. Oswaldo Cabrera. He's in It's shortstop. Also into the ball game, Alex Jackson. He takes over behind the plate. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Mark Leiter Jr.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
There's a strike, and it's 2-1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. He'll do it himself, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Martinez stands in now and watches strike 1. swing and a liner foul off to the right. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift in a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
On the ground. Kim with the throw to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang. New pitcher for the Mariners, Trent Thornton.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Martinez. He steps on the bag. Now one gone in the ninth.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
At the plate, Rob Refsnyder taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. And a foul ball. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Ha-Sung Kim now at the plate. And there's a strike.
0-1.
Misses the sweeper.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
And that's outside. Now 1-2. Refsnyder leads off first with one away.
Two the count.
To short, could be two. Crawford throws to first in time. Yeah, they get the out. So two down now, and here is Stephen Kwan. First pitch misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That misses. Now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Can't make contact with the sweeper.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your walk. I couldn't do it, but I think he can.
Left field. Rodriguez on the move. Squeezes it, and that is that. No runs. One hit. Back at T-Mobile Park. New pitcher for the Yankees, Luke Weaver.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Seager in the box now. No balls and a strike. Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. On the ground to third. Can't glove it cleanly. No play. That's an infield single. Mike Napoli up next for the Mariners. And ball one. Man at first, one away.
Yeah. I got a ball, one strike.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike two. On the ground to third, might be two. There's one.
He's out.
And that's a double play to end it.
Well, with this sixth win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger, ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get started. And on the mound now, Luis Castillo. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Henser Kim.
Oh, Boog, not just the...
And that one is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. That's his 5th homer of the series. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
So digging in, Seiya Suzuki. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one is going to go. They go back to back, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it, and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Now, Jung-Hoo Lee. Fastball for a strike. Castillo, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. On a line out towards center. Junior makes the grab on the run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Ha-Sung Kim now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Headed towards the corner, and a foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
2 outs. Misses inside. Gonna count 1-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Hard hit left side. Zips it across. That's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Lou Brock. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Line drive, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
You got to get on your horse and get to that ball and get it back in, because he's going to come barreling around first and put some pressure on you. If you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry, it's going to make you look silly and end up on second base.
Now here is Edgar Martinez. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Man at second.
Ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Now at the plate, Edgar Martinez. That misses. 1-0.
No strike.
1 out and a runner at second here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Tap foul at the plate. Just missed.
Too high.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. And that's ball 3. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. And there's a foul ball. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Goes down looking.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
That's in there, and that's strike 2. Brock, the lead runner at second. Martinez at first, 2 out of the inning. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So they strand a pair. We'll head to inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park. Top of the second. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. Swing and a high fly ball. Pretty well struck. Right field. Back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Comebacker to the mound. Slings to first in time.
Man, this is pretty amazing. This guy is very efficient out there on the mound right now. Just 9 pitches in the first. He's got a chance to keep it to single digits again. Who does that?
And that one lifted in the air center field. Junior makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back in Seattle, we head to the bottom of the second. Here's the veteran outfielder, number 1. That to right. Suzuki has a beat on it. Makes the catch for the out. And stepping in for the Mariners, Mike Napoli. And that one ripped to left. Kwan hauls it in, 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's Dylan Moore. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. Swings through that.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Back to the top of the lineup. Lou Brock up next for the Mariners. And a strike in there. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. 2 on 2 outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Stanton snags it, and that ends the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We head on now to the top of the third. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ji-hwan Bae. Castillo back to work. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Hauls it in for the out.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
That's towards center. Griffey gets under it. Makes the grab for the second out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one. Well struck right field. That one opts against the fence. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And the batter now, Jung-Hoo Lee. Ripped on a line to center. Reaches, but can't make the grab. The throw in.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it.
And now this is down for a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
So a man at first. At Wells. He's 0 for 1. There goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save. Man on second, 2 down. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Brock makes the grab. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 5 and the Mariners nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. And a pitch. On the ground, out to short. The throw to first, and Martinez is out. Edgar Martinez up next for the Mariners. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Dives and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. He keeps his composure and they get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Ken Griffey Jr. will hit next, and that's in there at the knees for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Logan Gilbert.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He's got it, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Ji-hwan Bae stepping in now for the Yankees. Got it started a little too early, strike 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Colin Snyder, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hit in the air, left field. And it drops in. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. So the batting order turns over. Henser Kim digs in now. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw to second, and great jump. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Bay at second with 2 down. That one drifts inside.
Full count.
Shohei Ohtani would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit out into right center. Bay around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered in this game. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
And that one fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
And he grounds one to the right side. Moore gets it to first, and they get Ohtani for the out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors. And we're back. And now, Martin Digo. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact.
Digo with a big-time blast. That one is long gone. And they've got their first run. It's 6-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
And now the right fielder. Popped in the air, left field. Kwan makes the grab, 1 pitch and 1 out. And here is Mike Napoli. 0 for 1 so far. That one to first, and that's just foul. Top of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Caught him looking for the K.
Just dropped it in there on the top of the strike zone. Certainly not what he was trying to do with that curveball by any means, but at the plate, you could tell he wasn't expecting it either. I'd say he got away with a big-time hanger on that one.
Crawford batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Dylan Moore up next for the Mariners. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And makes the grab. And that's the inning. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Gilbert, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. Swings through that one.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettitte as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
Who were some of the curveballs that you watched in your career that were difficult to deal with?
Well, Boog, I kind of liked hitting curveballs if it was coming from a right-hander, but from a left-hander, different story. Some of the nasty ones, Andy Pettit, Barry Zito.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next to hit. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brock gets under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Ha-Sung Kim. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Kim stands at second with 2 gone. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. A gigantic blast. It's 8-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see. And next for New York, Stephen Kwan has grounded out a couple of times. On the ground, right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and that is that. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Lou Brock. Just missed. And we're looking at one of the greatest base stealers of all time standing at the plate, the incomparable Lou Brock. Until Rickey Henderson came along, Brock was the king of the stolen base. His record stood for a long time. That's too low, and it's 2-1.
When I think about Brock, I always think about the Cubs trading him to St. Louis when he was just 24 years old. Got a feeling they regretted that one just a little bit.
Count.
And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Edgar Martinez up next for the Mariners. Right through there for his strike. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Martinez stands in here.
No ball.
Tried to hold back
One
his
strike.
swing there, but went around. That
Ball.
one misses, and the count even 1-1.
Ball.
He's
One
controlling
strike.
things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
That clips the zone. That's strike 2.
1 ball.
2 down,
strikes.
nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Misses, and it's 2-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
That's foul.
And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Two on the way. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 20 on the year, and they boost their lead. It's 9-1. Singy, that's 449 career homers, and it ties him with both Jeff Bagwell and Vladimir Guerrero.
Well, you just named a pair of Hall of Fame players, so I think we know where he's headed after he retires. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Ji-hwan Bae now at the plate. 1 for 2. Ripped on a line. Junior makes the grab. 1 down. Back to the top of the Yankee order. And stepping in for the Yankees, Henser Kim. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Action in the bullpen for Seattle. Taylor Saucedo getting ready to go. Thornton also getting ready. Fastball for a strike. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the power speed combo. Shohei Ohtani. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And gone. Another homer. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 10-1. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball.
That home run was a no-doubter as we dive into the numbers with StatCast.
Crushed, Boog, just absolutely crushed. 112 miles per hour on the exit velo, and like you said, no doubt about that one. Plenty of launch angle to give it that backspin as well, and that carried way over the wall.
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now, Jung-Hoo Lee. Oh, that hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. Well, that ball came back and got him pretty good in the chest. As the catcher checks on him, looks like he might be okay, though, Chris.
Yeah, I'm sure that stunned him more than anything, Boog. Always scary when we see comebackers like that, but I think it might just turn into a big, nasty bruise.
Stepping in, Ha-Sung Kim. Safe at second, and that was not close. That one ripped. That's back. Forget it. He sends one out the opposite way. Their third home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 13-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the Trent Thornton taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now the catcher comes up to him, Austin Wells. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But they tack on 5 runs. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been lights out. On the mound. As we take a check of the number. Alex Jackson, the new catcher now. Shota back to work. And downstairs with Junior, probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had.
The whole setup for Junior, the way he waggled the bat, the way he was able to just effortlessly move that swing through the zone, just a pretty thing from start to finish.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And that one hammered. That's going back. Back some more. And it is gone. That one felt good. His second home run of the game. It's 13-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Right through there for a strike. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's outside. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Corrals it. And there are 2 down. Now the Mariners catcher, Mike Napoli. Fastball for a strike. Bounced up the middle. Bay. That's the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. 7th inning coming up. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double. Keston Hiura up to hit now. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone. He goes deep in his first at bat off the bench. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a couple more. It's 15-2.
Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Now here is Ji-hwan Bae, 1 for 3. And that's down and away. Thornton, a 6-foot righty, 190 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2015. That one to first. Martinez takes it himself. Out. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Henser Kim stepping in now for the Yankees. Breaking ball inside. And that is ball 1. One down, base is empty. Outside. On the ground to first, Martinez takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. And up next for New York, Shohei Ohtani. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop, J.T. Crawford.
And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is outside. Strike on the inside corner. And the count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The shortstop takes the ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out. So up next, Dylan Moore. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That's inside.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That one well upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The M's with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Yoshida hauls it in, and there's 2 away. And now, and here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Carlos Rodon gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. High fly ball out to left field. Yoshida gets under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch is outside. And that's in the dirt. That one outside. And the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So a man aboard. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Rob Refsnyder. And that one off the outside edge. There's the swing and a miss.
1-1.
And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And the lead continues to grow. Here comes the manager. New pitcher for the Mariners, Taylor Saucedo.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Next to hit, Oswaldo Cabrera. That one fouled off. 1 on, nobody out, a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's down and in. The 1-1 is fouled off. Line drive, jumps, but it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
And here's Alex Jackson. And that one in the air center field. Junior puts it away. 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Swing and a miss. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Gabe Spire, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Santos also throwing. Next offering is down low. Ref Snyder, the lead runner out at second. Cabrera at first, one gone. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one misses. 2-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Center field. Junior makes the play, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Edgar Martinez. And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
A little bit high, and it's 2-2. Rodon ready. Here comes. And it remains 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone here.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is gone. A shot to the opposite field. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 16-3.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
1 out, base is empty. And now Ken Griffey Jr. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. That one is upstairs.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Yoshida under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Martin Digo digging in now. There's a strike. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouled off left side. Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. The Mariners pick up a run thanks to this solo. Back in Seattle, new inning getting started. Digging in, Ji-Hwan Bae. Saucedo back to work. Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now a chance for Henser Kim.
Yep.
And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Swing at a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
In now is the Yankees DH, Shohei Ohtani. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
That's a base hit. Run scores. So digging in, Seiya Suzuki. Shohei on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw there. Safe. Ripped to short. They get the tag on him, and no throw. He's into first easily. Rob Refsnyder stepping in now for the Yankees. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Bounce to third. Martinez sends it across to first, and the inning is over. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Devin Williams.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than one strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
And there's a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
That one down the line and foul ball. That one way outside. Now 1-2. This one in the air center field. Refsnyder snags it for the second out. So last chance for the Mariners. And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. And that's in there at the knees. The next pitch misses. And now it's even 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. This could end it. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
So this one got a little out of hand, and the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
You